The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Listen, I wanted to do this video face cam, but guess what? I have a fucking headache and my hair not done either. I just took these braids out and my hair needs to be washed. So, yeah, I just wanted to at least show my face in this video at some point, and I'm doing that now. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up and get on with the video.
Come on, boys, get loud. 'Cause when the music starts bumping, the whole place will be jumping. It's my scene, you know what I'm...
Monetization. What the actual fuck is monetization? Now, monetization is a word that we throw around a lot on social media, especially here on YouTube, as so many people's goals early on in their YouTube careers is to be eligible for monetization. But what does this word mean? To simply put it, monetization is the act of making money from something. It sounds simple, but it's much more complex than that. When it comes to the subject of monetization, we are specifically going to be talking about it within the fandom space and sphere. For the record, monetizing fandom isn't anything new, but it feels like it's new because we are seeing it in different ways. Fandom isn't even a new thing because the term has been around since the early 1900s, and it was a thing before it had a name. As people who were fans of certain things such as plays, books, sports, whatever, they came together to show their appreciation of said thing or person. But the difference with fandom in the past compared to how it is now, I'd say at least within the last 20 years, is that fandom was done mostly by big corporations. Now it is done by small businesses. And I think the best example that I can give of this, as I am in the process of making the 2023 Disney-cember, is how Disney, the company, monetizes fandom. As we know, Disney fans go to the Disney parks to show their appreciation of the media for the company, but also Disney puts out tons and tons and tons of merchandise. And hold on, this is just a little fucking pet peeve of mine. What the hell is this? Disney, if you need help with merchandise, just hit my line, just hit a bitch up, because I can't stand this. But anyway, including costumes of their characters for people to dress up in, but Disney also has an official fan club called D23, and they have a convention every year for it called the D23 Expo. And I'm not even joking when I say this, the D23 Expo is just as popular as San Diego Comic-Con. Stay tuned for this year's Disney-cember. It's gonna be an epic one, okay? But we think of the Disney store when we think of a fandom store, but we also think about Hot Topic and we think of Box Lunch because those stores make so much of their profits from merchandise of celebrities, books, TV shows, movies, the list goes on. Monetizing fandom from a corporate point of view has been around since like forever. But here, I want to focus more on the monetization of fandom from the lens of a small business. As corporations make money off their properties all the time, people have found ways to make money off of being fans of media. It sounds bizarre, but when you actually look at it, you realize it isn't, because so much of the material that is put out from these companies, and I'm not even just talking about merchandise, I'm talking about events, they don't necessarily cater to everyone. Because I remember one time I was going off about how I was trying to find merch for something, and I got so pissed off because all the official merchandise was so damn ugly to me. People have caught on to the fact that they don't like the material that the corporations are putting out, so they'll find a small business that is making merch of that said thing and take their money there. And also, a lot of us would much rather give our money to a small business nowadays instead of these people. Woo-hoo. But when fans are making merch of media that they are a fan of, this is more so as a way of appreciation. But let's be honest, these big ass corporations don't need no more money than what they already have. That's why you'll never ever see me complaining about a small business making money off of a show owned by a disgustingly wealthy company. All these little small owned businesses that make their own Disney merch. Oh yeah, I'm looking at y'all. I see y'all during this Black Friday season. But why? Why do people do this? Why is there a need for it? And is it a bad thing for independent creators to take advantage of the monetization of fandom? I am fully aware that I monetize fandom for the most part. That's so much of like what my YouTube channel is, and I feel like anybody that has a YouTube channel where they make videos about appreciating some kind of media or critiquing it, they are making money off fandom. I also wrote an entire book about fandom bullshit. It's called Do Not Call Me Sis. It's available for purchase on my website, wink wink, harryonahook.com. Not me over here giving like a shameless plug, but also I sell pieces on my website that are, you know, basically fan art of popular things. I've even sold art pieces that are fan art of popular things. I've done art commissions before. For the most part, so much of my brand is monetizing fandom. But here is another way that I see fandom being monetized in a very unique way. And that would have to be an event called Trap Sushi. What the hell is Trap Sushi? I know you're asking. I know you're wondering. Well, before we get into what Trap Sushi is, I'm going to tell you what a cosplay meetup is. If you don't know what a cosplay meetup is, they usually happen at conventions. Conventions also are another way of monetizing fandom. Basically, it's just a celebration of fan stuff. It's a whole thing. But a cosplay meetup is basically where people meet up together in costume and just have a good time. Usually it's done for the sake of taking pictures, but sometimes it's done as a party. Trap Sushi is a cosplay meetup, but it's a party at the same time. And it's not even just a cosplay meetup, I'd say, because they have performances. They actually have sushi being made there for the people. Overall, it's just a community event. But you want to know the most unique thing about Trap Sushi? Honestly, like an elephant in the room. Fandom is a very racist place. And Trap Sushi is seen to be a safe space for Black nerds and nerds of color to come together for a night and just have fun. That is so interesting to me, because oftentimes people think fandom is just white people stuff, and I get it. I understand that. As somebody who has grown up in fandom, highly don't recommend doing that. It's white as hell, but also very much racist. And so much of the footage that you guys are seeing of this video, this B-roll, is just me at Trap Sushi getting everything on camera because I was just kind of amazed by it, because this is honestly something that I didn't necessarily think I would see when I was younger. But when I was here, it really hit me that it's very similar to Halloween, because Trap Sushi is a small business that has found their way to monetize being fans of things. But that's just Halloween. That's just something else that I've noticed. We dress up once a year as our favorite characters and just celebrate and party. But people have figured out that they don't need one night of the year to do that. They can do that whenever. As I was here at Trap Sushi, I was walking around and I was talking to a few of the patrons, and I just kind of wanted to get some insight about like their history with fandom and anime and just overall nerdy things, because I was curious.
Okay, so we have who?
Jeremy Ali with Con News.
I want to ask you, how long have you been into like nerdy shit, anime, Western animation, any of
My
that?
whole life.
Okay, what was like?
It started with Toonami.
Oh, okay. So were you a Were you a Cartoon Network kid? Or?
Absolutely. Cartoon Network all day. All day.
Okay.
Man, most of my life, like since I was like 5 and I'm like 34 now, so like.
And like, what was like the anime that got you into anime?
Probably Ronin Warriors, Sailor Moon, and Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Danielle or Danny, either one.
And how long have you been into anime or like nerdy stuff in general?
I would say start off with like, Adult Swim at night and you watch all the classics,
Yeah. Now, what was it that like got you into anime? Like, what was the one anime that was like, this the one?
Oh, my top pick, Sailor Moon. It's literally the background on my phone.
Oh, okay. Show it.
Wait, tap it again? Okay. Got me into it. I made my mom watch it like anytime it was on. Hi, I'm Feladay.
And how long have you been into anime?
Like since I was like 12 years old.
What was like the anime that got you into anime?
Case closed. What? Case closed.
And why? What about it? What was
I was like, every time I'd be like, so that happened. They were like, no, the ice melted and it accidentally snapped somebody and somebody died. And that's how things happen. And you would have never guessed it because I set it up. And it's like, what?
Tell the pirate ship who you are, because that's what we call it over there.
I am approved by Eden on all platforms. And I am a costume designer and makeup artist.
How long have you been interested in like anime and gaming and all of that?
Probably when I was around 12, my cousin used to watch Bleach a lot, and all the men in Bleach are good looking.
So would you say like Bleach is like that anime that like did it for you and it's what got you into it?
Yeah, Bleach is my favorite.
Okay. Hold up. Okay, it was not focused on you.
This the princess.
We have. How long have you been into anime?
Sorry, I hurt. I've been into anime since I was like really, really little because my dad and my mom watch anime.
He what?
My dad and my mom watch anime, so since I was like really
Oh, you got cool parents. Okay. So like, what was the anime that like really got you into anime?
it's split between like 3, but they all happen around the same time. So like I stumbled upon Big O. I
Yeah.
like the animation style.
Yeah.
And I figured out I liked anything that looks like that. My dad was a huge Dragon Ball fan. So
Oh, okay.
I grew up watching Dragon Ball, like early Dragon Ball. We have the cassette tapes, like the early VHS tapes and stuff. So Dragon Ball, Big O, and Fooly Cooly. That's what locked it in.
Okay. My friends keep trying to get me to watch Fully Cooley, and I'm like, why the episode's 90 minutes long? It's like,
You said you've been interested in it like your whole life.
Yeah.
So, for the most part, when did you start to feel like more comfortable with like being like openly nerdy, I'd say?
2021, I think, was my first con. My friend dragged me to an anime con.
Which one was it?
It was NWA. And
Yeah.
I was a guy trying to go because it's been so uncool my whole life.
Yeah.
But it's just dope.
I know. Because they be judging you from across the street. I'm like, what you looking at? So, next question is, did you ever think that you, like, thinking at your past though, did you ever think that you would be at a party that is like just a nerdy party?
I kind of always knew it would end up here.
Okay, did you think it would be ran by black people?
1000% I knew it would because black people love Dragon Ball Z and fighting games, and that's all it's about.
When you started to realize it was actually cool to be nerdy?
Oh, shit, I didn't never give a fuck about it when it was cool. I was doing it.
Okay, I like you.
I was doing it in high school, but I was like, I had the Naruto headband and shit like that, wearing it to class, and people were like, what the fuck is that? I was like, it's for me. It's not for you, it's for me.
Now, you see the type of event we're at right now. Would your younger self believe that something like this would be put on a party for nerd shit?
Oh, like, I can envision it. I didn't think it would happen so widely. Like, me and my brother, we have our own little thing, a taco overload. We were really like trying to push ourselves like this, so like, yeah, I'm glad to see it, like, being very expanded across like everywhere.
Did you expect to be put on by black people?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Because like, as soon as Yu Yu Hakusho came out, I knew we had it. Like, that was it.
I'm not even gonna be. I feel like black people are kind of what, black people make everything trend, but I feel like we're the ones that actually made like a lot of this nerd shit cool.
Oh, for sure.
Now, were people ever like mean to you for liking anime or just being nerdy in general?
Not really. I think I was lucky I didn't have that whole like, oh, you're a nerd.
Don't look at her.
Yeah, like I never really got that.
Okay, because it's like cool to be nerdy now. Like, look at this. Now, I've been asking everyone this question. Would you tell your younger self, do you think your younger self would believe that people would throw parties specifically dedicated to anime?
I did not. I would not. No.
Did you think it would be put on by black people specifically?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I know I look young, but I'm like 30, so it's like when I was younger, it's like that wasn't a thing. You weren't like, oh, I watch anime. You had like the weird people who like Naruto run through the halls.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be like acceptable. I would want to do that like at functions, especially like black functions. So it's really awesome.
Would you ever think that there would have been a party surrounding anime?
Specifically thrown by black people?
This is done in the dark.
You ever like ashamed for like liking anime or anything like that? You just didn't give a fuck.
I hate to say it, when you're a bad bitch, there ain't nothing to be ashamed for.
You and like 3 other people have said that today.
What do I gotta be ashamed for?
No.
See, I watch cartoons. What do they want? What do they want?
Were you ever like made fun of for like liking anime or being nerdy? You were?
I was bullied heavy, like heavy
What?
for it. Heavy. Got into a lot of fights. I was raised in Memphis. I was born in LA, but I was raised in Memphis.
Yeah.
In Memphis, it's not okay.
Oh.
This shit is not okay.
I would have never thought you got bullied because you're such a bad bitch.
Yeah, and that's why I got bullied. I used to have like self-esteem issues. People would make me think I was a problem. So
Okay. I understand that. I feel that. And like, when did you like realize that like I don't give a fuck about what people think about me just because I like anime? That doesn't make me weird or anything like that.
I don't think I ever realized that for myself. It was my guy friends that was also getting picked on for like watching anime or playing video games by like guys who play sports.
Yeah.
Me finding myself in positions where I wouldn't defend myself, but I would be damned if I didn't defend my guy friends. So I would defend them, and in the process of me defending them, I just stopped giving a fuck.
With events like Trap Sushi and small businesses selling merchandise for things that are, not material that they own, but they are a fan of, or they're just basically making art for something that they know is going to make money regardless of if they like it or not. It has been this thing that's being said that ever since the pandemic has hit, it has been kind of cool to be a nerd now. Like, being nerdy is trendy, and I feel like it's trendy because those are the kinds of videos that often go viral on the internet of people just doing nerdy things. So many people have gotten into cosplay simply because they see how much attention that it brings them on the internet. And when there is positives to everything, there are also negatives to a lot of these things. Because one of the major ways of how people monetize fandom since the 80s would have to be going to concerts, but I feel like a lot of y'all are more familiar with concerts. Tiffany Ferg uploaded a great video talking about how concerts kind of suck now, but here I'm gonna be talking about how conventions kind of fucking suck now, because the price of conventions have gone up tremendously since the pandemic hit. I'm not even fucking joking. The personal pan pizza contributed to a lot of good, but so much bad. While yes, it is great that being a nerd is trendy, I don't even know how I feel about the word trendy, but people are more comfortable with being themselves. People are more comfortable with being open about that they like Western cartoons and Star Wars and gaming and anime and city pop and K-pop. Like, it's like cringe culture is dead. That's pretty much it. But there's a price that came along with that, and it digs into our pockets more and more as the years go on, because conventions are more popular than ever now. Never did I ever think that people that I went to high school with would be going to these things. And I'm telling you, it's not even like the nerdy people I went to high school with. It's people that I had no idea they was interested in shit like this. MomoCon never used to cost this much. I remember when the tickets used to be cheap as hell. I remember when Dragon Con was always the con that cost a little bit more money to go to. It too damn much now. And it's not even with the fact that conventions are more expensive to attend and the price of everything that goes along with them, including the art in the artist alley. And I ain't never gonna argue with an artist over the price of their products. Everything has gone up when it comes to these events, but also costumes have gone up. Like inflation, the price of every fucking thing has gone up, and it's kind of frustrating, and I don't necessarily know how I feel about that, because monetizing fandom, as I mentioned earlier, isn't anything new. But because more people have caught on to the fact that they can monetize fandom and more people are willing to give their money to fandom, so much shit has gone up. And it's not even just with small businesses. The corporations that decided to up their prices on a lot of things just as well, because so much shit in Hot Topic never used to cost that much. I remember when things cost less. I remember when I used to get the t-shirts all the time when I was in middle school and high school. So much has changed because more and more people have been able to catch on to the fact that they can monetize fandom themselves without having to be a part of a big corporation. But also, it's just a contribution to, you know, how social media is nowadays. Because I remember somebody had said something about how there's too many influencers now. And while there's enough room out here for all of us, I completely understand what that means because of the fact that more people are able to have access to monetizing themselves, regardless of them being related towards fandom or not. It's going to make things much difficult for other people that are up in this space, and it's become more competitive. Because I know a lot of people were talking about how part of the reason why their fan stars are so successful right now is because their businesses were started before the pandemic, before it became trendy to be a part of fandom and participate when it did it. And then a lot of people got lucky, you know, when small businesses were able to get that boom on social media and everybody and anyone was going out and looking at all these places. But then I noticed that so many people feel stuck now, because more and more people have caught on to the fact that they can make money from fandom. It has made it much more difficult to do so. What I gotta say to that is, don't hate the player, hate the game. I have so many thoughts and opinions, money and capitalism, because we live in a big capitalist world where we have to monetize our interest in order to survive. I am all for people over here making a living selling stickers off of whatever they love and throwing cosplay themed parties to make a living. I'm all for that. But it just goes to show you that capitalism kind of is like the sour apple that always gets thrown into the bunch, because it doesn't matter how much you like something. If it takes up a lot of your time and it consumes you, you might as well monetize it, because by the way things are going, shit is going to continue to cost more. And I just find it extremely interesting because a lot of people were talking about how part of the reason they started their businesses in the first place, because it's like, yeah, while they do have a passion for what they like, they also need to make money. They also needed a side hustle. They also needed to find another way to bring in that income. And people figured that monetizing fandom was a great way for them to do so. Even I had thought about that. That's part of the reason why I opened up my shop. And mind you, I truly enjoy my shop. Everything that I make there is basically stuff that I would like to have for myself. But because, like I said, we live in a very capitalist society, I know that I'm gonna have to make a profit somehow. And why not monetize my hobbies and interests and my creativity? I am very interested and entertained by the way normal regular people, and when I say normal regular people, I mean basically small businesses, not multi-million-dollar companies, have found ways to profit off of their interests and things that they truly enjoy But I'm also a little afraid to see how this is going to go in the years to come. Because you know what? Companies are greedy. A lot of them be wanting a piece of what people make. It's not even funny. Because I've already seen with a lot of these small businesses that their main focus is fandom. I've seen that a lot of these multi-million-dollar companies have started reaching out to them to work with them and whatnot. And it's gonna happen a lot more the longer that this goes on. And I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. Oh, thank you all so much for watching this video. This one was long overdue. I really meant to post this in September, but it just didn't work out, especially with the way a lot of things were going. I've been going through it, but I've been trying my best and I've been hanging in there. Thank you. I deeply do appreciate this. This video is supposed to be going up before AWA, but I will be at AWA. I have 2 panels. I'm doing the Miraculous Ladybug panel, and y'all like that one. Y'all love that panel. Anytime I do it, y'all be like, I don't know shit about this show. I just like hearing you yap about it. I'm doing the Miraculous Ladybug panel, and then I'm also doing the Teen Titans 2003 panel, so that's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm going to be cosplaying, and I'm also going to be at Sharp Sushi. I'm gonna be with the waifu house, of course. But yeah, like I spent a good majority of this video talking about Trap Sushi, and that's what a lot of like the footage that I was showing that I got, it was from Trap Sushi, and I had a great time that night. I'm not even gonna lie, and I look forward to continuing working with them in the future. I had a good time, but that's pretty much all I gotta say. My book is out. The digital copy and the audiobook are available for purchase. The physical copy is not going to be back in stock until Black Friday. I have tons of new things coming for Black Friday. New bonnets, and new jackets, and new stickers, all of that great stuff. Lip glosses, because y'all been getting on me like, where are the lip glosses? They're coming back, y'all. Don't worry. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I need to get to editing. I got so much work to get done. I got homework I gotta do. She a college girl, okay? She a college girl. She an entrepreneur. She always busy. Okay, I'll shut up now and end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, night, or whatever time of the day you're watching this. I'm just thankful you watched it with the ads on. Okay, goodbye.
Now that you see, you should beware of the power of 3. They come to fight as fast as they can. They're dangerous yet fabulous. Because the Eutonia made them is true. They are the colors of pink, green, and blue. They'll catch you in the blink of an eye and do it all before bedtime. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical acts. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical acts. The Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world.